Hold Me Tight 7 Conversations for a Lifetime of Love by Dr. Sue Johnson. Introduction. Dr. Sue Johnson, a renowned clinical psychologist and the creator of emotionally focused therapy, EFT, brings us a transformative book on romantic relationships. Hold Me Tight 7 Conversations for a Lifetime of Love. This book is a relationship manual grounded in science, yet told through heartfelt stories that resonate with couples of all ages. It's not just a guide to avoid breakups. It's a map to rebuild emotional connection, heal past wounds, and create lasting intimacy. Whether you're in a marriage, a committed partnership, or navigating love in today's fast-paced world, this book teaches you how to stop fighting and start loving by learning the emotional signals your partner truly needs. In India, where emotional expression in relationships is often suppressed due to societal norms, this book is life-changing. It provides tools that are both emotionally intuitive and scientifically validated to create deeper, loving bonds. Chapter 1. Love Sense. What if love isn't just a feeling, but a powerful survival instinct? A sense of secure connection with a partner is key to a strong and lasting relationship. This chapter introduces the science of love based on attachment theory. Johnson explains that adult love is not just about romance or chemistry. It's about emotional responsiveness. Just like children seek comfort from parents, adults seek comfort and safety in their partners. Love is not irrational. It's our brain's way of ensuring survival through deep, secure bonding. The idea that we are wired to connect changes everything, because it means relationship problems stem not from flaws but from emotional disconnection. Consider a married couple in Delhi, Aarti and Manish. After 10 years of marriage, their communication has become cold. Manish thinks Aarti is too emotional, while she believes he doesn't care. After marriage counselor introduced the concept of emotional attachment, they began to understand that underneath the criticism was fear of rejection, loneliness, and unimportance. They didn't need to fix each other, just respond to each other's emotional needs. Chapter 2. Raw Spots. Do you know which emotional wounds are driving your reactions? A raw spot is a hypersensitivity that is left over from previous hurts. Johnson explores the concept of raw spots, emotional triggers that set off intense reactions in couples. These often come from past hurts, childhood insecurities, or repeated disappointments in the relationship. When partners don't recognize these, even small issues can explode into arguments. The key is to identify these emotional wounds and respond with empathy instead of defensiveness. In Chennai, Ravi shuts down every time his wife Shalini raises her voice. His parents often scolded him harshly in childhood, so loud tones trigger shame and fear. Once Shalini understood this, she softened her tone and reassured him, allowing Ravi to open up instead of withdrawing. Chapter 3. Demon Dialogues. Are you caught in repetitive fights that never get resolved? Couples often get stuck in a pattern, not because of what they're fighting about, but because of how they fight. This chapter outlines the 3 main toxic communication patterns: find the bad guy, the protest polka, and freeze and flee. These are unconscious defensive moves we make when we feel emotionally unsafe. The chapter helps couples recognize these patterns and understand that the enemy isn't each other, it's the cycle itself. A couple in Mumbai, Karan and Neha, were always blaming each other. He accused her of nagging, and she called him careless. They were stuck in find the bad guy. Therapy helped them see that beneath the blame was fear of losing each other. Once they began to call out the pattern instead of the person, healing began. Chapter 4. Finding the bad guy. Are you blaming your partner instead of confronting the emotional pain underneath? The most dangerous part of the dance is when partners become locked in mutual blame. This chapter dives deeper into the blame game. When we feel pain, we look for someone to hold accountable. But this blame only deepens the disconnection. Johnson encourages couples to pause, reflect, and express the vulnerable feelings underneath instead of attacking. Saying, "I feel unloved," is more connecting than "you never care." In Bangalore, Ananya blamed her husband Rohan for not helping with household chores. But through emotional sessions, she realized she felt unseen and unsupported, especially after leaving her job. Once she expressed this hurt without blame, Rohan listened and stepped up emotionally and practically. Chapter 5. The Protest Polka. Is your fight really a desperate attempt to reconnect? Behind every protest, there is a plea. Do you really care about me? Johnson explains that when one partner becomes critical and the other shuts down, it's often a distorted dance of protest. The louder one partner gets, the more the other withdraws. Both are hurting and seeking connection, but in opposite ways. This chapter teaches couples to translate protest into vulnerability, saying what they truly feel. I miss you. I'm scared. A working couple in Pune, Sahil and Priya, argued daily about his late hours. Priya would yell, and Sahil would avoid. Therapy revealed her protest was actually fear of emotional drift. When she said, I feel lonely without you, Sahil softened. He began coming home earlier, not out of guilt but out of connection. Chapter 6. Freeze and Flee. Are you withdrawing emotionally to avoid pain, but causing more distance? Emotional withdrawal is a silent killer of relationships. When both partners shut down emotionally, often after repeated failed protests, they enter the freeze and flee mode. This is the most dangerous stage because it feels like numbness and indifference. Johnson shows how emotional disengagement is reversible, but only if both partners take small, safe emotional risks to re-engage. After a miscarriage, Shreya and Vikram in Kolkata stopped talking about emotions altogether. They thought silence was strength, but inside, both were grieving. Couples counseling encouraged them to speak their pain aloud. That vulnerability revived the emotional bond they feared they had lost. Chapter 7. Hold me tight. Can you ask for comfort without feeling weak? Being able to say, hold me tight, is the ultimate emotional strength. The title chapter emphasizes that secure love comes from being able to reach out and ask for comfort. Many people fear this makes them needy or weak, especially in cultures that value stoicism. But Johnson argues that the strongest couples are those who can be emotionally vulnerable. Love is not independence, it's interdependence. In Lucknow, Ritesh never told his wife Meena that he feared losing his job. He thought being strong meant hiding emotions. When he finally said, I'm scared, just hold me, she responded with compassion. This moment of emotional courage became a turning point in their marriage. Highlight points, key takeaways. Love is a survival need, not just an emotion. Emotional disconnection, not personality differences, is the real issue. Raw spots cause exaggerated emotional reactions. Negative communication patterns can be identified and reversed. Vulnerability is the gateway to deeper connection. We must shift from blame to emotional responsibility. The most secure relationships are those that say, hold me tight. Thank you listening.